Hello, my name is Father Jacob Rouse, and I'm the pastor of Notre Dame Parish in Cresco, Iowa. And for today's Corona Minute, I would like to tell you that I am celebrating 2 years as a priest today, May 26th. On May 26th, 2018, Father Andy Upaw and I were ordained together in the cathedral in Dubuque. And then likewise, some really good friends of ours in Joliet and in Wichita, Kansas and Illinois, were ordained within half an hour of all. We were ordained within half an hour of each other. But because they had 7, 8, 9, 10 men in their class, and Andy and I were the only ones, we won. We beat them to ordination. So I'm very thankful to everyone who's helped me get to where I am, all the places I've been, all the friends I've made. Look at, I made this map a couple of years ago, and I keep adding to it, so that'll be fun to see in a few years. No, many years, because I won't have to add to it for a while, right? I think there's many things that could be said on a celebration of one's ordination. First off, this is one of the sacraments I'm celebrating today. Well, I'm going to celebrate ordination and then celebrate Mass later. We always see this in a intimidating, hard to memorize 7-sacrament tower, but I think to split them up is really helpful. These are the initiation sacraments. You can pause this if you want. These initiation sacraments help us to get to who we should be, and then healing sacraments get us back when we fall down from where we should be, and then vocation is all about the commitment either to the spouse or to the church. These help us to get to this place, and then these help us to live these in the best way possible. So I'm celebrating 2 years as a priest today, and I think you can send me questions. There's lots of things to know about what is a priest thinking about being a priest for 2 years. It asks a lot. It gets asked to me a lot. What is your favorite part? And I would definitely have to say the paycheck. Definitely. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, there's so many good things. Being able to live so deeply with in so many different people's lives. It was described to me in seminary that marriage is the depth, and then priesthood can be the breadth. So with depth, you go so deep with one person and those kids and that immediate family, domestic church. But then in the priesthood, you get to love in the same way, but in a different dimension, in the breadth. I get to be in some of the most intimate, some of the most painful, and some of the most joyful moments of so many people's lives, whether it be baptism, funeral, graduation, or just having dinner and just laughing for an evening. My second favorite thing, or another favorite thing that's most existential, I could talk about all the amazing things I get to do and experience, but the next thing is the freedom that I feel being a priest. Not the freedom from, remember, true freedom is being able to give yourself completely. So the freedom, not freedom from, but freedom for. I have totally given myself to my people and to my parish and to my church, my bride. And that is so deeply fulfilling to have the freedom to give myself totally. And that comes with commitment, and that comes with vocation. So if I did not promise myself to a woman or to the church and just had left all my doors open and kept all my options open and just never really wanted to commit, I think we have the modern understanding that that's probably a wise thing to do or a smart thing to do, to keep your options open. And that might be with, jobs or whatever. But when it comes to truly living and being fulfilled, you need to close the door completely behind you. And that's what I did for, for any other lifestyle. I chose this lifestyle, I discerned it, and then I believed that it was God's will. So what a great freedom to dive 100%, walk through that doorway, into that deep end of that pool, and not even looking back. So maybe that's your message. Maybe that's your wake-up call for whatever you need to commit to, or if you've thought about priesthood or even religious life, or, popping that question to that SO. So hopefully this video might be a little message or a little sign for someone. It really is worth it. Once you've discerned it, once you've as best you can, trusting God and taking that leap 100%, closing the door behind you, then it's all me. I have nothing left behind that I can't give to my people. And what a great gift to give them, and then what a great way to just live. So that's what Christ did on the cross, obviously. He had the breadth and the width, and he completely gave himself over, shut the door behind him, the door of life, of actually keeping his life. And then you see how that wound up. He had the greatest victory ever. So that's my encouragement to you. Thank you for. Oh, and my staff, sneaky Melanie, made a video and collected all these different congratulations of different people, parishioners, and video clips. So I'll put that in the description, or you can find it on the Notre Dame Parish website. So thank you. Please continue to pray for joyful freedom for me if you have one prayer intention. That's what the Lord asked me to pray for through seminary, and then as I was laying down on the floor at my ordination. That's part of the rite, is you lay down prostrate on the floor, just as a sign of I am completely giving myself over to this. And I don't quite know what that means, but joyful freedom is definitely a cool thing to pray for. So pray for that for yourself and all those, and myself and all those who I meet in my ministry. Okay, go wash your hands.